This is the all-new Opel Frontera and it's Opel's newest compact SUV. Now, of course, Opel did market a car called the Frontera back in the 1990s, but forget everything you know about that car because this is very much a modern SUV for this era. It's going to be available as a petrol mild hybrid and also as a full battery electric vehicle. So in this video, I'm going to take a look around inside and outside and take it for a drive. This car is all about simplicity and practicality. It should be well priced as well when it hits the Irish market, though that's all to be confirmed. This effectively replaces the Opel Crossland, which was quite an ordinary car, but you can't say the same about this. This is really cool looking. It's very boxy and robust, lots of classic SUV design cues, and a very strong Opel face. It gets their visor face, so you've got that black panel and the blacked out Blitz logo in the centre and this sharp LED lighting. Here on the launch there are the Edition models, which will probably be similar to our SC when it arrives in Ireland, and then this GS model, which is the more high spec car with a few more trim elements. When it comes to length, this is somewhere between the Mokka and also the Grandland, so it's quite a substantial car. Really chunky, really cool looking. The GS comes on 17-inch alloy wheels. You've got the black wingwear caps, the black contrast roof, black door handles. So quite a substantial car. And you can also spec the hybrid model with 2 extra seats here in the boot. So effectively you turn it into a 7-seater. So that should be something special for the Irish market. Really chunky here at the back. I love these split level lighting and Frontera there, of course, across the back, finished in black on this GS model. So let's take a look at boot space. It's quite impressive, 460 litres, and you can see we've got quite a little bit of stuff in here at the moment. This is a separate boot floor, so you can let this down, enjoy more space. The rear seats also split fold 60-40. So it's a good size boot. It's actually bigger in volume than an Astra and also a Mokka. So that makes it very practical. So what's it like inside? Well, it's quite plain in its design, but you do see that Opel DNA coming through, the Opel branded steering wheel, the full digital driver display, and this one also gets the touchscreen here. Now, if you go for a very entry model, that's just a docking station for a smartphone. I think this is really nice to have. You also have your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Seats are comfortable. They are Opel's IntelliSeat, seat, so it gets this little gap here that's meant to relieve pressure from your tailbone, which is very nice. A little bit of storage here as well. In here, this is your electronic parking brake release, and here's where you select your drive modes, cup holders, and a little bit of space in here, and some USB-C ports as well. There's also physical controls here for the ventilation. So it's simple, it's plain, but it's not offensive in any way either. And the material quality is fine for a car that should be well priced in the market. Yes, it's not overloaded with soft touch materials, but it's absolutely fine. And the fit and finish looks very good as well. Those doors open really wide, which makes it very practical. And then one seated, it's actually a really generous amount of legroom here. It's on a longer wheelbase than the older Crossland. It even feels more spacious back here than the Mokka. Now, it is still quite a narrow car, but you do have nice features like pockets in the back of those seats. There's even pockets up here for a smartphone. There's no armrest, but you wouldn't really expect that in this segment of car. You've got Isofix on the 2 outer seats. So it's nicely spacious back here, particularly for 2 people on the outer seats. This is built on the Stellantis Group's smart car platform that's going to underpin more cost-efficient models in Stellantis Group brands. So it underpins the likes of Citroën E-C3 and also the Citroën C3 Aircross, and here it is in the Frontera. But of course, Opel has done their own little bit of tweaking to make it, I think, better to drive. So there's a nice little bit of resistance in the steering. It's good body control as well, but it's also very comfortable. It's not too firm. You're not being tossed around here in the cabin. It uses a 44 kilowatt hour battery. That's an LFP battery. Again, it's all about keeping the price down. And also those batteries have proven to be quite durable as well. What we have here at launch has a range in the region of 300 kilometers, but there will be a longer range version coming with a range in the region of 400 kilometers. This is not really a car that you're going to be going up and down the motorway every day. So that smaller range should be fine if you're just going to be doing maybe a short commute in this car every day. As a runabout car, it should be absolutely fine. There is DC fast charging up to 100 kilowatts, so that's a 20 to 80% charge in about 26 minutes. So it's not outstanding, but it's a decent fast charging rate as well. It does feel nicely tied down on the road. There's a nice little bit of resistance here in the steering and really good body control through bends for something like this as well. So it's actually a little bit fun to drive. Ride quality is good as well. It's not too firm. It goes over ramps actually very nicely. So if you're doing a lot of town and city driving, it'll be a nice one to drive every day. And it is really smooth and easy to drive, particularly in this electric variant. When it comes to your drive selector down here, it's a little bit different to some other electric Opels that we've seen. So there's no more B mode. The regenerative braking is actually integrated into the normal drive setting. If you actually want to remove that, you press the C button, and that's C for comfort. So maybe if you're cruising along on the motorway, you'd pop it into that. Now this is not a hugely fast car. 113 horsepower motor, that's sending power to the front wheels. 0 to 100 is quite leisurely, 12.1 seconds, actually a bit slower than the hybrid version of this car as well. But it gives a good first impression. As I said, it's very comfortable, the ride quality is good, and it's even a little bit fun to drive as well for what it is. It also gives you options, so the electric or that petrol hybrid as well, with 2 states of tune, 100 or 136 horsepower with an electrified 6-speed automatic gearbox. So that's all from the cabin of the new Opel Frontera. You can read more in my review. I've left a link in the description below the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.